General public comment. We have Joe Conlon, Jennifer Garcia, Terrence Clayton, and Walter E. Paniento. Please come on up. Give us your name, please.
Jennifer Garcia.
Okay, ma'am.
Good afternoon. My name is Jennifer Garcia. I'm an employee of Aviation Safeguards, and I have worked for them for the past 3 years. All the members of the City Council should have received this letter from the SEIU dated August 22nd. SEIU says that the employees of Aviation Safeguards are waiting for their health care. Are we waiting for health care?
No.
Our employer has provided us to our choice of health care for the first day of employees fired at SEIU. We have health care. SEIU says our employees is acting in defiance of the National Mediation Board. What SEIU doesn't tell you is that you have no standing with the National Mediation Board of the National Labor Relations Board. SEIU is not certified union at LAX and therefore must deal with the workers directly. SEIU, while the city is waiting to decide if your employer is in compliance with the living wage ordinance, we are going without health care. Are we going without health care?
No.
The working families of Aviation Safeguards need your help. Don't be fooled by SEIU campaigns. SEIU doesn't care about the workers at LAX. They only care about themselves. Many of us live in your district and would like to meet with you. Thank you for your listening.
Thank you, ma'am. Next speaker. Please give us your name.
My name is Walter Panameno. Good morning, council members. I have worked with Aviation Safeguards. My name is Walter Panameno. I have worked with Aviation Safeguards for 5 years. SEIU is continuously handing out flyers like this one at LAX. SEIU annoys passengers and tourists and makes false statements that Los Angeles doesn't treat our workers right. Hard to be a first-class airport when passengers are being harassed getting to and from their flights. This flyer says SEIU wants better wages for workers at LAX. Guess what? I make more money now since the workers fired SEIU. 93% of the Aviation Safeguard workers saw an average increase in our wages of $2 an hour after we fired SEIU. SEIU was stealing our wages for 2 years until we signed a petition to fire them. SEIU is stealing the wages of thousands of workers at LAX as we speak. Our entry-level job at LAX with an employer starts at $28,000 with health care. An entry-level job at LAX with SEIU pays $18,000 with health care. Tell me who is good for workers at LAX, not SEIU. If you support SEIU, if you allow SEIU to continue this campaign of threatening workers, employees, unless we join their union, then you are not with us. You are not for the workers at LAX. Thank you for listening.
Thank you, sir. Our next speaker. Give us your name.
Terrence Clayton. Good morning. Good morning. My name is Terrence Clayton, and I have worked for Aviation Safeguards for 4 years. When I said no to SEIU and signed a petition to fire them, became a target of SEIU's campaign. All the employees of Aviation Safeguards become a target of SEIU's campaign. Anyone trying to stop them from stealing our money or the wages of thousands of LAX workers become a target of SEIU. They harass us at work and in front of passengers while we're doing our job. They harass us as we commute to and from work. SEIU follows us on the buses and trains and as we walk from the parking lots. They even follow us from our homes. As elected officials, I think you especially understand how imitating that can be when someone knows where you live and is willing to knock on your door. I'm not against unions, but SEIU Local 1877 is a bully. We don't allow bullies at our schools, and you don't allow bullying here at your meetings. We should not be bullied simply because we won't allow them to represent us. If you support SEIU in this campaign of bullying at LAX, then you are not for the workers at LAX. If you support SEIU, then you are condoning this treatment of the workers at LAX. We love our jobs. We make money without SEIU. We have great health care, and we have an employee that is fighting for us. Thank you for listening.
Thank you very much. We have one last speaker.
Good afternoon, council members. My name is Joe Conlon, and I am an employee of Aviation Safeguards. Over 2.5 years ago, you made changes to the living wage ordinance with the intent to improve the standard of living for the workers and the families at LAX. Many of you championed this change, and we applaud your efforts and intent. Unfortunately, there is language in the ordinance that allows collective bargaining agreements to supersede the ordinance. The SEIU requires language in their agreements that allows employees to be hired well below the minimum financial requirement set forth in the ordinance. Currently, an estimated 20% of the covered employees, are making wages below acceptable levels. Additionally, they require companies to pay health care costs beyond the true value and whether or not an employee needs health care. Our employees immediately voiced their concern with these issues and tried to work with the SEIU to find answers and ensure that the money they were owed went into their pockets. They would not listen, and they still would not explain where the millions of dollars have gone. Our employees threw out the SEIU because of this indifference to their concerns. There are still thousands of employees at LAX that are being subjected to the below standard hourly wages and loss of health care funds. The SEIU is still diverting millions of dollars on an annual basis from the employees and families at LAX. With the current language in the LWO, they operate with no accountability. The substandard wages and diversion of health care funds are immune to your audits. What does this say to the hardworking employees and their families at LAX? On this Labor Day weekend, the employees of Aviation Safeguard ask for your support and for the support of the fellow co-workers at LAX. They've had the courage to stand up to the SEIU for their bad business practices. They continue to be bullied and threatened by the SEIU, are in fear that they will lose their jobs by uninformed politicians. There needs to be a complete review and audit of the LWO. Our employees encourage this review and hope that when you open the books of the SEIU, you will ask them where the millions of dollars that you allocated for the employees of LAX have been going. The employees and their families need you to hold them accountable.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That concludes public comment.